I wanted to share some research and a little design I have for grape trellises. Before I start with my design, let me show you what I found on the internet there. Basically, there are a couple designs. One is setting 4x4s in the ground, and most people set them in the ground 2.5 feet or so. You got to set concrete, big project. It's got to be, I don't know, an hour a post, I would say at least. And then at the top you put a 2x4 and string some guide wires there. Big job. It looks nice, really sturdy, but I wasn't interested in spending that much time digging the holes. One disadvantage of this is, all the growth that's up top here tends to shield the sun to the grapes, and supposedly they don't get quite as sweet as the others, as it would if you had a single guide wire. Here's a similar design with the post. Set again 4x4s in the ground. Again, big project. With this one, you just setting single guide wires through the post, and not quite as difficult. Still pretty sturdy though, but a lot of work. So let me just go ahead and show you my design. Okay, here's my design, grape trellis. Basically, I used 8-foot T-post. You can get a Tractor Supply. They're probably $6 a piece. With these, it literally only takes 5 or 10 minutes to set these things. They're just that easy. Now, if you don't have the post driver, you have to get that. It's, I don't know, 20-25 for the post driver. I borrowed one, so it wasn't a big deal. But basically, to build this trellis, you want to start with your end post. Take the 8-footers and drive them in the ground. The end ones you want to drive at an angle, about 15 to 30 degrees, set back this way. And then once you do your 2 end posts, then you want to set your dead mans. Dead mans are just anything you have that you can set in the ground. This is just another busted rebar. T-post. You can use rebar, whatever you want to use. And then you have some hardware here to help keep it tight and over time. There's a little bolt system here to hold the guides. This is 1/4-inch wire with a plastic coating on it. Now, the one problem with this is keeping the guide wire on the T-post. You can see these T-posts are not that wide, so keeping that wire on there was a bit of a problem. So I designed this little plate here to hold it on there, and if you want some of those, I can get those to you. There'll be a link down below for them. But basically, you set your 2 end posts, and then you set your center post. I got my grapes about 4.5 feet from each post. And then you're going to need some guide wires. You'll see that these are young grapes. They're not near to the top, so you need some guide wires to help funnel the grapes up to the top. And you'll just add those, every foot or so as you need them to get them up until the grapes get bigger. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.